today I am back with another tutorial. This is going to be my first prom tutorial. I may try to do one more before like prom season is over. I know that where I live, prom is usually around like the middle of April, so I'm going to try to maybe get one more out this week and maybe do something a little bit more neutral, because I know this is super dramatic and this is does not float everybody's boat. But I actually got a request to do this tutorial anyways. I think this was in my February favorites. This was the look I was wearing in that video, and someone requested that I do this look. I decided right then and there that it was going to be my prom tutorial, like one of my prom tutorials, because I just love this and I think this is so beautiful. Now, if you don't want to go with something so dark on the lips, you can definitely change that up. This is just exactly what I had on. I did change the lips slightly, although you can't really tell. They do look pretty similar, but I changed them just a little bit for this tutorial. I just added like one more color to it, but I really like the eyes. I think the eyes would be super pretty for prom if you had like a black dress, a white dress, a gold dress, maybe a purple dress, or like a red tone dress, something like that. Maybe I don't really think this would look good with like a super red dress, but like a burgundy almost type of dress. I think this would be really pretty. So like so many people could wear this depending on what color dress you have. But I really like this look. Now, also the other thing that I did do, or I did change a little bit of, is I didn't do as much gold glitter as I had in the actual like first look that I had on for my February favorites video. Like I had more glitter on my lid, but you can totally add or take away whatever you want. So if you want more glitter, just add more. If you want less glitter, just add less, or don't add any at all. It's just basically personal preference and what you like. So yeah, I know I haven't made a video in a while. I'm not making any excuses. It's just, it is what it is. I just haven't made any videos, but I did change up my background. I think I like this a lot better. Before, I just had a lot going on, and it was like, I felt like really distracting, and it looked kind of sloppy and messy, and my desk was in the background, and my desk looked like a mess, and I just didn't like the way that it looked. So I switched my desk around, and I switched walls so I could just have a blank wall behind me. I just feel like this is just the most sophisticated and like least distracting. There go my roosters. I just can't. I can't film one video without my roosters making an appearance. Anyways, I felt like this was just the least distracting background that I could do, and I know it's kind of boring, but I personally like it better. I like a plain background, and I might switch it up. I want to get a couple of backdrops and figure that out. I got lipstick on my teeth. Cute. Shh. I know I just rambled a lot, but I haven't made a video in so long, so I just kind of wanted to touch on some things. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Really quickly, I want to say a quick hello to anybody that is new. If you're coming to me through this video, say hi, and please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. It means a lot to me. So go ahead and join our little family of like beauty people who love beauty, makeup, fashion, hair, all things beauty. Anyways, I'm gonna go because I'm just not making any sense anymore, but I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching.
Okay, you guys, so we are starting off with the Makeup Forever HD foundation stick. This is a full coverage foundation. I'm putting a lot on because, first of all, I just don't like, you know, light coverage. I'm a pretty heavy coverage girl, but also you want your face to look flawless on prom night. I'm using the Makeup Forever HD because it is meant for photography and video. So, you know, your pictures are going to be looking amazing. You don't want to use anything with SPF in it because it will create flashback. You don't have to use this foundation. I know it's pricey, but if you do choose another foundation, just make sure it doesn't have any SPF in it, or it will create flashback and you'll look super pale and white and ghost-like, and that's not cute. But I just blended that out with it was a Morphe R6, and now I am taking my concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm putting that under my eyes and in the center of my face to brighten that up, and using a beauty blender to blend all of that out. Now you want to just take a powder. I'm using Airspun Loose powder, and I'm taking that on a beauty blender, and I'm just going to set my under eyes and my entire face. I'm really just making sure to press this into the skin so that it looks as natural as possible, but you also want to make sure that you are powdering, especially if you're going to be dancing on prom night. You want to make sure everything is staying and not melting off your face completely. Then I am taking the NYX Highlight and Contour kit, and I'm taking the Morphe M530, and I'm using that as a bronzer on my forehead and temples, as well as on my cheekbones. And I also go down my neck with this because this foundation is a little too light for me right now. I want to make sure everything is nice and blended, and that kind of gives me just an overall bronzy glow. Then I'm going to take this eyebrow pencil. This is just the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow definer in soft brown, and I'm quickly filling in my brows. I'm like a pro at this. If you guys cannot tell, I do it really quickly. No, I sped it up because nobody wants to see me do my brows for like 20 minutes. Then I am using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot because you already know it's my favorite, but it's also just going to make sure that your eyeshadow is going to stay all night long and not crease or anything, or like, you know, fade. Then I'm taking a powder, and I'm taking it on an angled brush and just putting that underneath my eyes and kind of creating a line, and then taking some on the beauty blender and packing it in there, you guys, so that no fallout gets on our face and messes anything up. Then we are going to take the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, one of my favorite palettes ever, and I am taking that this is, I think it's called Burnt Orange, and I am taking that on a Morphe M518. I love this brush, and I'm just putting that in the crease. You don't have to be super precise because that powder is on the outer corner of your eye. It's going to give you a really nice line. Then I'm taking Real Gur, I think that's how you say it, I don't know. And I'm taking that on the same brush, but just a little bit lower in the crease. And I am blending that into the transition color. This is just going to give you a little bit more depth and dimension. But, you know, just deepen up the look a little bit. But that first color we used is going to be a really nice transition so that it doesn't look too harsh and sloppy, and everything's going to be really blended. I'm done blending that, I'm going to take Love Letter, which is an amazing, oh my gosh, such a beautiful like purple pinky color, and I'm taking this with a little bit of a smaller brush. This is the Morphe M514. It's basically the same brush as the one I used with the transition color, but it's smaller, and I'm blending that in the outer corner and crease. I'm putting the most color on my outer corner, kind of packing it on with that brush, and then blending it in to kind of give it a little bit of like a gradient effect, but I also still want it in that inner crease since we are going to kind of create a cut crease with this. So I just packed it on until I liked the pigmentation. You could put less or more depending on what you like. Then taking Venetian Red and an M433 from Morphe, I am packing this just on the outer corner to give it just a little bit more depth. Then what I'm doing is I'm taking my concealer, I put it on this tiny brush, and I personally love this brush for this. I think it's perfect. This is the M416 from Morphe. I do believe it's a lip brush, but I use it for this. You are going to take that concealer and kind of carve out your lid to get us that cut crease. You're going to kind of carve it out. You want to use a super small brush, and then you're going to kind of fill in the lid, fill in that space to create a cut crease. This is a super easy way to do this. You just want to kind of focus this on the inner corner and then bring it out and stop pretty much about halfway over your lid, maybe a little bit over halfway, and kind of try to blend that concealer out as best as you can with that brush. I wanted to keep this the full length of exactly how long it took me so you guys could see how I did this exactly. So you're just blending that out, and then I'm going to take this beautiful color. I think it's called Privara, I can't remember. Everything will be listed in the description box. I'm taking that on another really small brush. This one is from the Sigma Performance collection or Performance Kit collection, and this is the E46, and I'm just patting that color all over my lid on top of that concealer until I like the pigmentation of it. It's such a gorgeous color. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go back in with the M433 and you're going to blend the shade. I used Love Letter on my outer corner. You just want to blend that in to the shadow. So I'm kind of just like dabbing and patting and lightly rubbing just to make sure that everything's blended, so you have like a gradient effect and it's not just cut off with concealer and looks like weird and not good. And then I'm taking the very first brush we used with the transition color and just blending everything to make sure everything is nice and blended. Then taking Tempura, you're going to use that as a highlight shade. And then I'm taking this Eye Candy glitter. This is in Honey Drop, and I'm putting this right over top of that gorgeous gold shadow. I use the liquid sugar base as a like kind of glue for that. Then this is the magic part. You're just going to take a clean brush and sweep away all that powder. Try to go in one direction so you're not like swiping it all over your face, because then you could have the opposite effect and you could have stuff all over your face like eyeshadow, and that's not cute. Then you're going to use your eyelash curler. You're going to curl your lashes and put on a little bit of mascara. I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara. This is my favorite one. This is in Carbon Black. You're going to just give yourself a nice little coat to prep for your lashes. And I'm just doing this on the top lashes for right now. And then I'm taking these new Kiss lashes. These are in Midnight. These are their new faux mink lashes. Oh my gosh, you guys, they're amazing. I love them. So definitely go and check them out. You can get them at Walmart, probably some drugstores, maybe even Target, but they're so good. But yeah, these are in the ones Midnight, and I'm just putting those on. Then I'm taking the NYX Contour Kit again, and I'm going to take, this brush is the M178 from Morphe, and I am just blending that contour on my cheek. And then I take a smaller brush that is the M557 from Morphe, and I kind of just define that a little bit more. And then I do go under and not cut crease. I do go under and put some powder under that contour just to bake it, and I do that before I do the under eyes so that it has time to bake. So I basically just took the two transition colors that I used, Burnt Orange and Realgar, and I put those underneath the eyes. And then I took Love Letter on an R41 and kind of smudged that even closer to the lash line. And then I took a black liner and just rimmed my eyes. And if you guys can hear thunder and doggy footsteps, I'm sorry, but it's thundering and my dogs are scared. After I rim my eyes, what I'm doing is I'm taking this brush here, which is once again a Morphe brush, and it is the M432, and I'm just taking Love Letter and really smoking that right underneath of the eyeliner that we just put on, which is also going to kind of smudge that liner and kind of almost make like a dark purple, and it looks really beautiful in gradient and really stunning. Then I'm taking the Tempura, no, that's not Tempura, it's Primavera, I think, or Privara, I can't remember, you guys. The color that we used on our lid, just take it on a little brush and just put it in your inner corner just to brighten that up a little bit. And then we're going to put some mascara on our lower lashes. Then I'm taking this sleek blush in Pomegranate, and I'm just putting that on my cheeks. This is just an e.l.f. blush brush, I think. Then I'm just wiping away that bacon powder, and you guys can see it just creates a really nice line, so your contour looks really good. And then I'm just taking a like eyebrow setting gel, and I'm just putting this on my brows. I think this is the L'Oreal one. Then for highlight, yes, I'm using the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero kit because why not? I'm using Kitty Cat, and I'm using that on, what is that brush called again? It's the Morphe R36, and I'm putting that on my cheekbones a little bit above my brow. And then I wanted to kind of give myself a little pop, so I took Forever Young on a Morphe R31. It's just like a defining highlighter brush, and I just put that on the cheekbones. and then I mixed the two on a smaller brush, and it is the M511, and put that on my nose and Cupid's bow and chin. Look at that highlight. It looks so good. And I also took a little definer brush from Morphe and just kind of like defined my Cupid's bow and above the lip. And then I used the Anastasia lip palette for my lips, and I took 9, 10, and 13. Mixed those together, and I got this beautiful berry color, and that is the entire look.
Okay, you guys, and that was the finished prom tutorial. I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys are going to prom and you guys end up recreating this, or you guys just recreate it for just a night out or something, let me know. Tag me on Instagram, tag me on Twitter, just let me know, send me a picture of it. I would love to see it. And yeah, this is one of my favorite looks that I do. I love the Modern Renaissance palette. I think it's such an amazing palette. I literally just got it like a month ago and I'm hitting pan already, and this one piece of hair is driving me nuts. Stop it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. It means a lot to me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.